G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, for this video I will be giving you my round 16 squad predictions. I'll be giving you my predicted 23-man squad to take on Parramatta this Saturday night. So I don't think there's going to be too many changes from the last team. I think we're going to go pretty similar to what we had there. I really think there's only going to be one change, and you'll see the team list on one of these sides up here. This is the new format for it now. I think this looks pretty cool, and yeah, this is what I'm going with from now on. So starting off at fullback, we welcome back LATRELL Mitchell. I 100% think he'll be named, and I'd be very surprised if he wasn't. All right, the wingers, I've got Alex Johnston and Jackson Paulo. Jackson Paulo was enormous for Samoa on the weekend, very good, and so was Alex Johnston for Papua New Guinea. So, those two return from representative duties, as does Tane Milne, was amazing for Fiji at lock. So I think he returns in the centres. I don't see any changes to the back line. Campbell Graham obviously slots in in the centres there with Alex Johnston. All right, in the halves, I've got Cody Walker, and I do believe after he was hooked in the Dragons game, I think Lachlan Ilias will be named again. However, I do think Dean Hawkins will be named on the bench, just as a bit of a maybe situation. But realistically, I think if Lachlan Ilias is to not be named, I'd say Cody Nikorima would start and Blake Taaffe come into the number 14 jersey. All right, the front rowers, I think we keep pretty much the same. Tom Burgess and Junior Totola. Totola was another one of our representatives. He played for Tonga, so very the boys for Tonga, they didn't play all that well, but they weren't bad either. Damien Cook, obviously coming back from New South Wales, I highly doubt they'll not pick him for this game against the Eels. I do have Peter Mumm as well as in the reserves, just in case, but I think Cookie will be all good to go. All right, then we've got Keon Koloamatangi in the second row with Queensland rep Jai Arrow and Cameron Murray at lock. Now, Cameron Murray did get a little bit of a head knock. I highly doubt he won't play. I'd say he will. So, yeah, look, I think we'll have coverage for him. Like Davey Moel can slot into that bench, and someone like Saliva Havili or Hame Saleh can come into the starting squad. Or we could look at playing Tane Milne at lock, but I don't. Look, at the end of the day, he played well there against Papua New Guinea, but Papua New Guinea are completely different to a team in the NRL. They're not as good. So I think if Cameron Murray is to be ruled out, I'd say Hame Saleh would come in that number 13 jersey, and Davey Moel would join the bench. All right, from the bench, I've got Cody Nikorima, Mark Nichols, Saliva Havili, Hame Saleh, and our 18th man, Blake Taaffe. Now, I'd be very surprised if this is not how the 17 or the 18 is named. If there's any changes, I would be shocked, to be honest. Now, look, I don't think we should make any changes to this squad. I think this squad is how we should pretty much finish the rest of the season, as long as there's no injuries. I think Tane Milne and Jackson Paulo are slowly proving that they deserve to be in the squad. So I do think that this is how we will finish the season if there are no injuries. The reserves I have named, obviously, Peter Mumm as well as to replace Damien Cook if Cookie is ruled out. Davey Moel, obviously, as we said before, Hame Saleh comes in for Cameron Murray. Moel comes on to the bench. I'd say that'd be how that'd work. I do have Josh Mansour and Isaiah Tass in the extended lineup. Both those players have potential to be named, but I just think that Tane Milne and Jackson Paulo will be given more opportunity in the team. And then obviously I've got Dean Hawkins named on the bench. If we do decide not to play Ilias, I don't think Hawkins is the next option. I believe we've got Cody Nikorima and Blake Taff slightly ahead of him, although Dean Hawkins is a very safe pick in my opinion if we were to go another half. But yes, guys, that is going to wrap it up from me. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Let me know down in the comments, do you agree with this team or would you make changes? I'd love to hear from you guys. But anyway, that is going to wrap it up from me, guys. I hope you enjoy the footy this weekend. I will see you tomorrow for my reaction to the team list named. But until then, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.